Hi, this is the Soul Shift channel where I share my experiences of changing the direction of my life and aligning with my path, my soul, or simply redesigning my life so that it fits who I am and what I want today. Yesterday, I spoke about how I started with purpose back in 2022. But I realized that if I were to start this journey again from scratch, I wouldn't start with purpose because it revealed itself along the way. And I also felt a little panicked by the question. If I were to start all over again with the knowledge I have today, I think I would start with something much simpler that would still have a great impact. And that is to be kinder to myself. I would put the bigger focus on trying to change my own view of myself, because all those negative thoughts and self-doubts really didn't serve me and weren't fair at all. They were actually quite mean if I think about it. Then again, it is always easy to look back with a hindsight, right? So, and perhaps then something else would have felt better. I think that is why it is so important to understand how individual this journey actually is, how every person is different, and that what works for one person might not work for another. Purpose is, of course, super important, but now, 4 years later, that part has become so natural that I wonder if it would have become clear anyway. On the other hand, all the work I did back then to find my purpose also gave me the opportunity to dig into my values and what I truly believe in and what values are important to me. Not the ones I have been taught to believe are important or the ones someone else thinks are important, not even my husband's, but the values I truly value and treasure. And of course, the part was very important from the beginning. When I think about it, I realize how much my way of feeling and experiencing things has changed since then. How many times I doubted my own decisions, not because they might be wrong for me, but because they might be wrong in someone else's eyes. One example of this is where we go skiing. It is a rather quiet place with good skiing opportunities, and the place feels very genuine to me. I don't know how many times I have explained why we keep going back to the same place. I have defended that choice to others, but even worse, to myself. And this is not that the place isn't popular, but we just got a bit attached to it and went back year after year. The thing is, I just love this place. I love spending that week there with my family. It is something I look forward to every single year. So why should it be a problem to go back to the same place? And why do I feel that I have to defend that decision? It is so strange and such a drain on my energy that could have been used for much more important things than feeling guilty about which skiing destination we choose. The reason I bring it up is because it is just one example of many where my thinking has completely changed. I know I can now keep those kinds of thoughts at a certain distance, which gives me energy for far more important things than worrying about what other people think. So enjoy your day and take care.